What's going on, guys? Marco here, and I'm back with another video, and you guys should feel a bit lucky because I'm going to risk something for you guys. Thank God it's not my life, but then it's something a bit important to me, which is my grades. Now, while I do kind of believe that grades aren't a measure of one's intelligence, this is still a big risk for me because I'm going to be trying out a new thing today. As a hopeful college student, I've been thinking of new ways to study, new ways that are more efficient and less time consuming than the one I do now. A brief context, the one I do now is I read the book, highlight the book, and then write notes based on what I've read from the book. And as you can probably tell by that whole process, it takes a while. And I see that a lot of my friends in med school don't have that much time to study. And I think that now is the perfect time to find out because I'm juggling a bunch of stuff. So I have academics and I have also RIB, my different social circles or lack thereof because most of my friends already are in med school. So the first study method experiment that I'm going to be doing right now is the active recall, or basically in simple words, testing yourself. I'm going to be using the Anki app. I'll put the logo here. I chose this app, one, because it's easier to use than Quizlet, and two, it's free compared to the Anki app partner with the web browser thing. As any other experiment or any other test, I'm gonna be setting a few parameters or some limits to what I'm going to be doing. I'm only going to be using this with immunology and cardiorespy biology first, mainly because I'm already a bit familiar with both subjects. I'm not that risky of a person for me to do this with plant physiology, and I don't think this can really apply with finance and marketing just yet, so I'm gonna be doing it with things I'm familiar with first. I think it's fair to note that I might cut down on the subjects if I think that it's not really working out, or I think that I'm having a more difficult time understanding the concepts when I do this whole process. And just so you guys know how I'm going to be doing this, I will be first reading the book because that really is my main go-to for scoping out the subject and the topics that I need. After reading the book, I'm going to be making flashcards on any information or concepts that are new to me or I found a bit difficult to understand with just one read. Some initial thoughts, maybe I'm a bit scared because it's a method that I haven't really tried before. I'm used to writing down notes and rewriting them. And honestly, I forgot if I mentioned it, I'm going to be using the first long exam as the set point, or the point at which I'm gonna see if this actually works. Because if I get high marks on that, I think I can say that, it worked. And what's fun about this episode or video is the fact that I can document the whole process. So you guys can come with me today because I'm going to be going out to study in a coffee shop. And honestly, I'm just bored at home and I'm not really productive here. Alright, so I just got done getting dressed and now I'm about to drive to... I'm still deciding if I should go Katipunan or UP Town, so I'll just decide on the way there. So I kind of decided on going to UP Town instead because one, I think there are a lot more choices. Just in case Katipunan, Starbucks in Katipunan, both coffee is full, and I am kind of craving Burger King right now, so I'm gonna eat Burger King later. Yeah. Like I said in a previous video, I wanted to make a comparison app between Forest and Focus Keeper. Whoa, I don't want you guys to see my passcode. And to do that fairly, I thought to use Forest app more because I basically used Focus Keeper for a whole sem. I set the app at 30 minutes because I still believe I needed the Pomodoro technique to get started. After a while, maybe 2 or 3 sessions with this app, I decided to go to Burger King because I started feeling hungry. I think this is a good decision because Satchme is pretty close to Burger King, and like I said in a previous segment in this video, I was really craving for Burger King anyway, so that was really cool. Sometimes I do really appreciate having this alone time, eating alone in a fast food place, because I really do love observing people, watching them, how they act, how they talk to people, how they interact with people. I don't know how this sounds. This sounds a bit creepy maybe, but I don't know, it's just something that I enjoy doing sometimes. Promise though, I don't do anything creepy after I observe people. I just like trying to read body language. I got it out of a Sherlock Holmes book, I don't know. So I decided to go home after finishing, I think, 1 or 2 sub-chapters. And I kind of ate Burger King. Burger, large Coke, and large fries are kind of my guilty pleasure or my go-to meal at any burger place, especially in fast food place. I'm pretty satisfied with what I have done for today. I read the Human Anatomy book. I also made flashcards for it. After I made a couple of flashcards, by couple I mean I think I made 20 to 30 cards. I tested myself. Alright, well technically this is a different day, rather a different week from the previous part, but then I still kind of want to show you guys how I study, or you know, you guys can still study with me. All I'm doing right now is just a couple of backlogs for finance, and then I'll move on to doing immunology and cardiorespiratory biology. So like I said in the previous part of this video, I'm used to rewriting notes that I get from the lecture. But then this is what works in my experience. And this is the whole point of this video, which is to find out different ways to study. After finalizing the notes, I finally moved on to making flashcards for immunology. Going through my notes while making questions, I didn't really expect to encounter a problem, but I did. And it was, how do I phrase questions for the cards? I didn't want to make it short enough for it to just be about discrete facts, but I don't want to make it long for the answer card to be an essay. I want it to be bullet points and concise statements which I can use to further elaborate or further expound into essays if ever I need to. So I've been trying to find a good balance between the two. After a couple minutes, after a while, I started getting hungry, and luckily my mom arrived from Mega Mall and she bought me takeout from Din Tai Fung, so I decided to eat while reviewing myself with the parts I already made cards of. Engulfing the pathogens / bacteria by the cell's plasma membrane, phagocytosis. Lymphocytes are unexposed to antigen, naive cells. 5 examples of anatomical mucus, saliva, stomach acid, tears, skin. Ooh, easy. So far so good, I think, because the Anki app that I use grades you based on how well you answer the questions. There are 4 different types of results, I guess, and there is fail, hard, good, and easy, and I think I got a B or a B plus because most of my answers are easy, but then I still fail at some questions. Hey guys, Marco here, and I guess that pretty much ends this video. I didn't get the chance to film cardio bio flashcard making because I didn't get the chance to make cards. I just feel tired. It's only 10:30, but then I was studying finance, I was studying immunology, a little bit of marketing. And one thing about making this video is people think it's super easy trying to film yourself studying, but then I guess it's not, because you have to make sure that the shot is well lit, the shot is well composed, I guess. I'm no expert, which makes it a bit more hard, so it takes out a lot on you, so I guess that's part of the reason why I'm tired. I'll try to continue this into another video because this is a long kind of series, since the end point is a long exam. The long exam is practically next month. I don't want to promise any more videos because sometimes I think of videos that are more apt for this time period. For example, after uploading this video, I'm planning to make a launchbox video, but then, you know, something might come up and disrupt that schedule. So I'll just try to make the videos that I find interesting at the moment. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this, and don't forget to like and subscribe, I guess. For the interactive portion of this video, comment down below what you think I can do to improve this whole thing. Like I said, I want to streamline everything, and outside input is really nice. If you have any more questions about me, school, and math, anything, just comment down below. So far, I have a good track record with replying to comments. So yeah, see you guys at the next video, and I hope this video turns out well.